On today's episode of the Porsche 930 project, we do a simple exterior mod that modernizes the look, but I'll let you be the judge whether it's a winner or not. Those are known as flag mirrors, and they're a boxy 80s style. They look alright on the car.
I think they look period correct.
Yeah, okay. I like the period correctness view of it, but I have now gone to an aero mirror.
Ooh.
This is a 964-993 Porsche side mirror, and I personally love the way it updates the look on this car. It kind of gets rid of the boxiness, no pun intended here,
Yeah.
of the old mirror, and just modernizes the car. So I think, without further ado, it's time to install these, and it should be a bit of an easy job. They come off easy, but otherwise there's a ton of wires that somehow need to be spliced in, so we'll get to that. Normally you'd have to reach inside the interior, take apart the door cards, and then get to the mirror nuts and bolts from behind, but Porsche, you've done me right for once. It's one hex bolt here.
Yeah, it's super simple.
That you just have to kind of loosen up. That should be enough. There we go. And we are somewhat out.
Some wires hanging in
And
there.
there are wires, yeah. But you can see the way this thing bolts on is just like clamps on this grabber, this tab, and then pulls itself up,
Yeah.
tightens, and when you loosen it, it comes out. Brilliant.
Pretty clever, yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. And oh man, I was hoping these wires were gonna be a little bit easier to access,
Yeah.
so I could chop them, because I've seen online everybody just cuts them,
Okay.
but if I cut them here, they're gonna be a little short, right?
Yeah,
And I
definitely.
see there's
Not a lot of slack there.
not a lot of slack at all, so
You have to cut them
We'll have
real
to-
tight to the mirror.
we'll have to think about this before we go chopping it. So we're either going to cut the wires real close up here and splice them in that way, or I'm going to try to take the mirror apart here and see if we can kind of dig the wires out from the back side. The trick to do this is there's a little, if you pry the mirror up and away here, there's like 4 little grooves for a screwdriver, which is the ring that locks the mirror in place, and then you just kind of like slide it over, which should loosen it up and now allow you to take the mirror out.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. And it just pops off like that.
Dude.
And now we're on the back side, so what I'm going to do is pop these 3 bolts out here, and then we'll see if we can get to the wiring. There we go. There's the plug.
Oh man, there's so much wire there to play with now.
Now we have a lot more wire to play with. I like that. I think this looks like definitely a weird plug here, so let's
Wow.
just disconnect this for the time being. I don't think you can, the problem is, you can't actually pass this
No.
through here.
Not
So
without destroying the mirror.
no, definitely
And
not.
you couldn't get it in the other way.
Exactly.
That's
And then we may, so what I'm going to do here,
Cut the plug off.
yep,
And rewire
exactly.
The other one.
We're just going to cut it off, like, I don't know where. We'll figure out a good length, so that way we can have more slack putting the mirror on and off and then disconnecting it.
It's the moment of truth, BT. There's no turning back once the wire cutters come
I
out.
know. And all we did was I just yanked on the wiring here, like as you can see, it slides on the mirror, so we'll give ourselves a good amount of space here and cut it right in the middle. What do you think?
Do it.
We're going back here.
Done.
Now, what I don't want to happen is for this
Fall
to
in the
fall
door.
back in the door.
That
So
would
we'll
be
just-
amazing.
Fold these over here and leave it there for a second, but so long, flag mirror.
Yeah.
Even though you're in pieces, you're done.
I'm sad to see it go, Pete.
Now, before I go doing any wiring, we've got to figure out what to do with this nice little mark that the rubber has left, because the new aero mirrors, well, they kind of cover up a different area, so I don't exactly want people to see this nastiness that's going on there. So what I'm going to do is use some 3M scratch remover.
Ooh.
And I found this stuff works pretty well, and then you just give it a quick little buff afterwards, and you should have a good finish. So let's see how this goes.
Don't mess it up, PT. This is your big money car.
Yeah, I know. That'll be fine. Well, these wires are kind of in the way. Well, you know what? Just drop them in the hole, right?
What?
Yeah, man. We'll be able to get at them. See?
Yeah, that's true.
There we
It's
go.
going up there pretty good.
You see I've got the best rag money can buy.
Yeah, the old sock move.
The used
I like
sock.
it. Yeah.
Speed Academy doesn't mess around.
In high school, Pete was using those spare socks for other things.
Yeah. Well, you can see it's not going to be perfect. It's actually got a line in the paint, which is not great.
Yeah.
But at least I can clean it up, so it'll be harder to see. And I think this happens from when people paint cars,
Yeah.
and then they put everything back together before the paint cures.
Ah.
And that's, I think, what happened here. Now you have a ridge
Yeah.
from that. And the paint job on this car, it may be a Mako special.
You think so?
Sadly, I think somebody 10, 15 years ago said, oh, Mako is a great place to take my Porsche to because it's not worth anything.
Yeah.
Painter there.
Yeah. Once upon a time, this car was worth $5,000.
Yeah.
There's still that line there. You're right.
Oh, yeah. It's not great.
Yeah.
But at least it's buffed and looks somewhat better than it did before. I wouldn't use this as a for sure guide, but from what we've figured out, and like I said, every chassis may be different. These wires actually go to heat the mirrors. We're not hooking those up, but you can if you wanted to. There's a brown wire here and a gray-green wire. You hook those up to these two brown wires and then you've got heated mirrors, but I don't drive this thing in the winter time, so that's not needed. To get the actual motor working and rotating, we took the white and red wire, hooked it up to the green wire. Then we hooked the light blue with black to our blue wire here. And then our white with light blue to our black wire. And everything seems to be working. So we're gonna put this back together and move on to the other side, which apparently has like 7 wires instead of 5.
Why?
I don't know, man. Now, you didn't think we were just gonna leave the wiring like that, did you? Just with the electrical tape? No. I've got these nice little connectors that are low profile, and we're gonna put some heat shrink over that, and we should be done. Then it'll be a more professional wiring job, and you guys can't chirp us in the comments. Say we've got ourselves a much more professional install now.
Yeah.
The internet may approve of this.
Germany approves. I know that much.
I know. Those engineers. All right, well, let's just tuck all this back in now. Install this. See what happens. Well, what do you think, DP?
I don't know, man. It's your car. You tell me if you're happy.
I love it. It's more streamlined. Look how sleek it is. Tight, tucks into the body nice and tight. And look at the finish. You know, 242 Customs painted this, and it's almost too nice for the car.
Yeah.
It's got no chips.
I know.
Hopefully it'll stay that way, but
It's got no orange peel like
I like it, man.
It does look clean.
I think it's the look that I was going for. Gives the car a little bit more sleekness if you compare it to the other side.
Yeah.
So I'm happy. Now it's time to move on to that one.
Yeah, you got German squareness to
Look at
German
this.
arrowness. I like it. The moment of truth part 2. Got the driver's side wires. And there are 7 of them, which is just bizarre. It makes no sense.
Oh man.
Makes no sense at all.
I don't know either, but
What is that about?
we'll get it sorted. We will. I hope. No wires means only one thing. I'm defeated. I can't seem to figure out the wiring on it. I've tried many different combinations. Nothing works. So it doesn't mean I'm not going to get these wired, but I'm going to have to resort to the internet. I'm going to post on Renlist or Pelican Parts and see if somebody will explain to me how to wire this up properly, because no matter what wire combinations I try, it's not working. In the meantime, I'm gonna have to resort to manual mirrors.
It's alright. You can reach that mirror easily.
Yeah, it'll be alright.
It's going to give you that vintage feel, PT.
I know. You know what? I just wish I had that glass here that cracked.
Yeah.
So you could let the air in.
Yeah.
That would give me the full vintage vibe on this car.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna put this in and we are done. So sadly, it's a bit of a loss on the wiring front for now. It is temporary, as I said, so we'll get back to that. But I think the real win is the look, because, man, I like it. I like it a lot. I think it looks good.
It does look good, although you were noticing that they're kind of asymmetrical, right?
Yeah, so I didn't pick that up on the last time, I guess, with the factory flag mirrors, but that one's a little bit closer and more to the back.
Yeah.
And this one here is further forward and kind of comes off more off the door.
Yeah.
So it's
can
kind
really
of
see it
playing
more.
weird mind games with me right now.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I'll get used to it.
I think so.
I like the look. What do you think, TP? Are you a flag mirror kind of guy then, or are you more in the Aero?
I don't know. I think I like the old ones better, but it's not my car, so my opinion doesn't matter.
Well, it does, and so does yours. So post in the comments what you think. Is this a good upgrade or not so good? And I think that's a wrap for this video. Thank you for watching. Go check out our Speed Academy gear at our shop. And if you're looking to buy some parts, well, we've got that too. Just reach out, just like the old school way.
Hey, man, that's the way to do it.
Dialing it in here.
This whole power mirror thing is overrated.
I think we're good. We're done.